Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. My name is NayDenise for those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video. And I make videos every Wednesday and Saturday all about my faith, God, Christ, and expanding the kingdom of God. And I do that through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And as the title says, above or below, wherever the title is nowadays with all the changes YouTube does, this is another reading vlog. I just finished my reading vlog on doing Nightfall by Nancy Mel, which is the first book in her Chronicle Files trilogy, I believe. And I gave this a good rating. You guys can just click the eye to go to that reading vlog. And so this book that I'm about to read today, which you clearly can see from the title, but I just got this in the mail today. Today is August 14th. I actually pre-ordered this back June 10th. It did come out on August 10th, and so it is a recent release, but by the time you see this video, it'll be like a month after the fact. Sorry, but yeah, I'm super excited to be diving into this because I've been waiting for this book forever. And so the book that I'm going to be reading is Secrets in the Mist by Miss Morgan L. Busse. And you guys, her name should sound familiar because I have read her other trilogy, which is the Ravenwood Saga, which is here. So book 1 is The Mark of the Raven, which I tabbed up. Book 2 is Flight of the Raven, which I also tabbed up. And then book 3 is Cry of the Raven. I did not get a chance to read the physical copy yet, but I did do a reading blog when I was reading the e-arc, so you can just click the eye here to go to that video. But this is absolutely one of my favorite Christian fantasy novels ever because she did such a phenomenal job with the magic system. She did a great job with the world building, the characters, the romance, as well as incorporating faith and scripture into it. Just top tier. And so I was super excited when I heard that she had another book coming out. Now, I would classify this as a new adult series. I'm not sure if it's marketed as YA or adult, but this is more so new adult because the main characters are both in their 20s. And so new adult for me is anything from about 19 to maybe 22, 23, and then I start seeing adult novels are like 24 and up. And so that is what I think. In the book industry, new adult would be like college age, which is basically 17, 18 till about 21. But I think if you're a young adult, you definitely could read it. I wouldn't say you couldn't read it, but again, some parents are particular about what their kids can and can't read, and so I didn't find anything wrong with it. There are a few kissing scenes, but nothing over the top outrageous. Definitely still a great Christian fantasy, my number one favorite by far. And so I was super excited for this one because it is steampunk, and I know she has other series. So looking here, she has the Follower of the Word trilogy, which is a 3-book series. She has the Soul Chronicles, which is a duology. Then she had the Ravenwood Saga, which was a trilogy, and now she has Secrets in the Mist, which is actually book 1 in the Sky World. I'm not sure. It says Sky World series, so I don't know if it's going to be more than 3 books or not, but Sky World. And can we just talk about this real quick, you guys? Stunning cover. I absolutely love the green, the gold. First of all, the feel of the dust jacket is velvety. We love that. You definitely can see the gears and cogs. You see the houses on these little island things in the sky. And so on the back, it says that there's going to be Zeppelin, sky pirates, a fearless heroine, a dangerous, curious hero. It is action-filled. There are zombies. So I'm excited for it. I actually enjoy steampunk novels. I don't read them too often, but when I do read steampunk, I quite enjoy it. And so, yeah, we're going to get into this. But I pre-ordered in June because Morgan was actually having like a pre-order special. If you pre-ordered the book and then sent a copy of your receipt, she would send you a little gift. And so I got mine a couple days ago, actually. I think it came like a week or 2 weeks ago. And so I had already opened it and everything, but I wanted to do it on camera with you guys. And so taking everything out, the first thing in here is an Irish breakfast tea from Twinings. We have that, and this is just black tea, and it is really good. It says, experience the bold, rich taste of this hearty tea. I enjoy Twinings. I'm actually sipping on some Twinings tea right now. This is it. And because it is late, I didn't want to do black tea, and so I did a blend. I mixed their pure rooibos red tea with their mandarin honeybush orange. And so I'm drinking these two blended with a little bit of blue agave and about 3 teaspoons of sugar. And that sounds like a lot. I know I probably shouldn't be having this with all the migraines, but I just felt like setting the mood for today, and so it is what it is. But yeah, we're sipping on that since I couldn't do this, which I will definitely drink this possibly in the morning before church, who knows. Also in that you got a sticker. Am I holding it upside down? I am. Here's the sticker. So we have that. Ooh. Then you also had a autograph nameplate, which I actually already put in my book. And so here it is. That's the autograph nameplate tucked away into my book. And then she sent a bookmark, which I did laminate my bookmark. And so it just says, "Are you ready for an adventure?" with the book cover. And then on the back it says, "Check out these other stories by Morgan," which are from the Ravenwood Saga. This is from the Follower of the Word trilogy, and then this is from her Soul Chronicles duology. And all of her books are Christian fantasy novels, which I think is great. I've only read the Ravenwood Saga, and so I'm excited to dive into this. I do own ebook copies of her duology, The Soul Chronicles, which I definitely will be reading that soon. But lastly, there was a character card of the two main characters. Trying to get the glare to not show, but hopefully you guys can see that. Two main characters, which I think is so cute. And again, I laminated it, so yeah, we're gonna actually be diving into this. I'm gonna stick these back in here for now because I don't know what to do with them, and so I'm gonna keep the bookmark out. Okay, so we have this beauty, and so I'm gonna read what it says on the inside, and before that I'll just show you guys under the dust jacket there is no design, which I wish they would have put a design on the dust jacket, like embossed it or something like that, because that would have been cool. Even if it was like little birds or whatever, that would have been cool. But it is brown with silver foiling on it, which is nice. I would have done gold simply because you have gold foiling on, well, it's not gold foiling actually, it just looks like gold foiling, but this looks like gold foiling, so I feel like gold would have been better than the silver. But yep. And let me put the dust jacket back on. I will take my dust jacket off to read because I don't like to read with dust jackets. But let me give you guys one more close-up of it. The front cover. Here is the spine. And the back. Okay, and so on the inside flap, it says, "What's lurking in the mist is the least of their worries. In a world where humanity lives in the sky to escape a deadly mist below, Cass's only goal is survival. That is, until she finds a job on the airship Daedalus, I think it's Daedalus. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna actually see if she pronounces this on her Instagram anywhere, but I'll leave the name on the screen. But yeah, that is until she finds a job on the airship Daedalus as a diver. Now she explores ruined cities, looking for treasure in people's lost heirlooms until a young man hires her to find the impossible, a way to eradicate the mist." Ooh. So Theodore Winchester, and so I love the last name Winchester. If you don't know, I enjoy and love Supernatural. That is one of my favorite shows. And so the name Winchester just, it gets me. But yeah, Theodore Winchester is a member of one of the 5 families that rule the skies. Following in his father's footsteps, he searches for the source of the mist and hopes to stop the purges used to control a population. But what he finds are horrifying secrets and lethal ambition. If he continues his quest, it could mean his own death. The mist is rising, and soon the world will be enveloped in its deadly embrace, turning what's left of humanity into the undead. Okay, so that's where the zombies come in. Okay. And so you guys know, yes, I still have a headache. Migraine. I'm gonna start saying I don't want to say migraine because I feel like if I say migraine, I'm kind of claiming it, but I do. It's not as bad. I did take 2 powder Tylenols, which kind of helped. I also ate some food. And then I snacked on some like cheese crackers, and so it's not as prominent, which is why I'm up. I'm a little bit more chipper in this, better than the last vlog that I did, the ending of that vlog. And so yeah, I wanted to start reading now before I got back to being drowsy and in pain. And again, I am sipping on tea to help just a little bit. And so yes, I'm so excited. So we're gonna actually log this into my Goodreads account. We're going to do that right now. I didn't do that from the beginning, and I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that, but we're going to do that. And I'm just excited to see how she weaves. Let me move the camera around. I'm excited to see how she weaves faith aspects into it, because I think that was my favorite part of the Ravenwood Saga, was how she took the magic system and the world building and was able to weave in faith and scripture, and it just blew my mind. So I am more than excited to dive into this. It is not a big book at all. It is only 200 and it's less than 250 pages. It's 257 pages, so less than 300 pages. Sorry guys. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. And so let's log this in to Goodreads right now. I'm going to type in the ISBN number. And my mom, she had stepped out for a second. So when she gets back, I'll probably most likely eat again because she's making sure that I eat food. I'm not the best at tracking that, especially now that I'm having these frequent migraines. I should be tracking it, but I'm not, sadly. And so we are going to say currently reading. So on Goodreads, it has 33 reviews, 37 ratings, and it is at a 4.76. Oops, my brain. 4.76. And I'm excited. Now, there is no audiobook for this right now. Amazon has audio CDs, but I cannot find the audiobook anywhere. I've tried Scribd, I've tried Audible. I don't think Audible had it because when I looked it up, they didn't. So right now, there does not seem to be any right now there doesn't seem to be any audiobook, which is fine. It's not a big book, and I already separated it into 3 days, so I'm starting it today, which is Saturday, and I'll try to read Sunday before church. So I should be done with this by Monday, which is great because I have other books that I want to read. And so again, here is the bookmark. I'm going to be using the matching bookmark because why not? And yeah, so I'm going to actually just fix my desk up real quickly, place you guys down, and we're going to dive right into this because I'm super excited. And I know I say super excited a lot in my videos. I just don't know another word to say. Like, I'm ecstatic. I don't know. But I need to get to page 86. And so, is there a prologue to this book? There is no prologue. So, I'm going to do the first 3 chapters on camera with you guys. Let me see. The first 3 chapters is about 18 pages. So we're going to do chapter 1 and 3 on camera, 18 pages. And I'm going to go off camera and read the rest from chapter 4 to chapter 12. Off camera, and then come with my thoughts. Again, if you don't know how I do my reading vlogs, just click the I to go to my reading vlog playlist. But pretty much what I do is I tell you guys what I'm reading. Recently, I've gotten now into showing you guys the bookmarks that I'm going to be using because I have a bunch of bookmarks that I either get from book boxes that I print myself and laminate. All my bookmarks get laminated because I just prefer them to be laminated. I'm going to have to re-laminate this one because I didn't do a great job at laminating it, but that's okay. That's okay. But put my vitamins over here. But yeah, I will, when I first start the book, I read the first 3 chapters or so. If there's a prologue, I read the prologue and then 2 chapters on camera with you guys and give you guys my initial thoughts. Then I go off camera and read the rest of the book and then come back and then tell you guys my thoughts about my reading for that day. And then we go on to the next day and the next day. And so I try to keep my reading vlogs to 3 days. I like to read in 3 days. I can typically read faster, but I do read multiple books at the same time. And so I am currently reading 2 other books outside of this. I'm reading a Christian nonfiction, which I actually just picked back up on finally. And then I'm also reading a adult fantasy that is secular, which I've been reading this book. I actually read this book about 10 times, literally, since it came out, which is sad. But I just love this book so much, and it makes me happy, and so I reread it multiple times. And so that is pretty much how that goes. I'm just logging this into my DOI Goodreads. So I have 2 Goodreads accounts. I have my personal one where you can find all the books that I read that are secular and Christian, and then I have my Daughter of Increase, which is specifically for just my Christian books, so you guys can always stay up to date on what I am reading, what I'm thinking about buying, what I want to read, and things like that. And so let me get off Goodreads. Goodreads always get me in trouble. Let me get off. Let me get off. Okay. And so I'm going to put you guys onto the desk so you guys can see me as we montage reading this book, and I'm super excited. So let's get into this. Okay guys, so I read up to page 18. So far so good. A little slow pace for me, just a little bit, but I'm intrigued. I'm loving the steampunk world. I'm intrigued by what's been going on. So Cass as a character so far seems interesting. A lot of, I guess, foreshadowing and questions to what's going on in this world. So you have the slums, you have this thing called the mist, which I guess is turning people into zombies, or what they call the turned. You have Bellhold, which is one of the largest mountaintop cities, which she lives on Bellhold, but she lives in the slums. And at a young age, she lost her parents to the purge. I'm pretty sure the purge is just pretty much pushing people into the mist and then them being turned and then killing those people, if I'm not mistaken. So just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of talk about that. There's something called the Alchemy Society, which I'm interested in. Apparently the purge was done by the House of Lords, who I already know they're a little iffy, so you know, some good things, some interesting things. And I noticed that from when you first get introduced to her after she loses her parents, she comes across this shadow. She doesn't know what it is. She just sees it run and she can't figure out what it is. And it happens again 3 years later. She sees something move beyond the fires and she's not sure what it is. And so I'm intrigued. We don't really get to see the male character, Theodore. I think that's his name, right? Theodore. Yeah, Theodore. I think we come across him because she does end up looking at a group of young kids, 2 young girls, 2 young women, and then 2 young men. And I'm believing one of the young men is Theodore, but we don't get mention of his name as of yet. So I am definitely annotating, writing in my book. As you saw, I wrote some things down. There was a part on page 2 that says she was attached, her mind hovering over a storm of emotions. All it would take was one anguishing thought and she would plunge into endless grief. And I marked it in this kind of teal color because those things are like things that I can personally connect with. And I put, this is so relatable and real, because I realized that you know, this year with things that have happened, that's how I was like emotionally detached from everything, and it was a scary feeling. But I could definitely relate to that, like 100%. I'm not gonna read that part because that's a spoiler. And oh no, this is not a spoiler. So there was a part on page 6 where one of the blue coats, he says that it's not our job to think, we do what we're told. Do that and you'll be fine. And I put, it's sad that some people are content with that. Some people are content with just being robots and just doing what they're told and not speaking up for what's right and speaking against what's wrong. And it's sad that there are some people like that. And let me just underline that last line because I didn't mark that either. But that's what I put. There was a quote on page 11 that says, those kinds of thoughts were a slow poison to the soul. And I put, what thoughts am I thinking about? Because every thought is not a good thought. Every thought is not edifying to you. Some thoughts will kill you and slowly poison you, to think that you aren't worth anything. And so I thought that was interesting, so I marked that in green. There was another quote that I liked on page 16. She was okay, so she had just did something real stupid, and basically was caught, and she ran away safely, of course, after being caught. She booked it out of there. But then pretty much she said temptations like that are going to kill her someday, and I said they sure can. Things might look real nice and sparkly and shiny, they might tempt you, but if you keep constantly going after things that you know isn't good and that are tempting you to do things that are contrary to what you know to be true, they are going to kill you if you continue to go down that route. And I thought that was interesting. And so yeah, now we're on chapter 4. So I'm just going to read the rest of this off camera. I'm currently listening to this thing called Deep Sleep in Cozy Hut at Sunset Wave Sound Bonfire. Click the eye to go to the video. It's an 8-hour video, and it's just gorgeous. It's literally a gorgeous kind of view of the ocean. You have the sun setting, some palm trees, and it's like this deck with these beds. I don't know if they're beds or lounges. It's just really nice. And so I got that playing as I read. My headache is coming back on, and that's why I'm going to try to read this as quick as possible. I'm pretty much almost done with my tea, so I'm just going to enjoy the rest of this book and come back to you guys with my thoughts. Okay guys, so I finished reading up to chapter 13, which is page 86. Well, I read to chapter 12, which is page 86 of Secrets in the Mist. And I'm not sure. Like, I'm intrigued by the plot. The characters are interesting. The pacing is a little off for me. Like, you have moments of, like, action, and then it goes into, like, this dull moment. However, I am interested in knowing why the Alchemy Society is not really doing anything. Things seem to be far worse than they expected, and Theo is finding this out. But it's like his grandfather is, like, upset that he's looking into it. There's something with the grandfather and the I don't know what they call them, the High Lords. It's something going on with them. And even in chapter 12, you had his professor, his name is Professor Hawkins, telling him, like, you know, leave things alone because those who try to figure things out end up dead. And I'm wondering if his grandfather killed his father, or if one of the stags killed his father, or if his grandfather is secretly trying to fix things. Like, I don't know at all. I do see where him and Cass will end up meeting again, because he was one of the young boys that caught Cass when she was doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing. He was one of the dudes that caught her, and since he saw her that one time, he's like having these like feelings. I don't know. This definitely reads YA, so this is definitely YA for sure. I'm not sure how old they are. It doesn't say specifically, but this definitely reads YA. So far, we've got to see some action with one of the turned, aka a zombie. And it wasn't all that, but it was interesting. Cass has now learned to use a gun for safety purposes. She is now a diver on the ship of Daedalus, or I don't know how to pronounce that word. But yeah, so far I'm intrigued. It's about 3.5, 4-star rating right now. Again, this reads more YA, and I don't know. I guess I was expecting a little bit more, because I read the last series from her, which was the Ravenwood Saga, and that definitely read more new adultish or adultish, whereas this one is definitely more YA, not young YA, but like mid-range, older YA type of writing. And so far I'm intrigued. It's easy to fly into, easy to flow, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far, and I'll pick up on reading tomorrow. We'll see. I need to probably do a face mask and just relax, because my head is banging right now. And so I'm going to end it here today, and I'll catch you guys for day 2 tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is August 15th. It's Sunday. I'm supposed to be reading the book. Here it is. I woke up with a headache, a little bit dizzy when I started walking. My mom wants me to stay home, but I'd rather just go to church, because again, I found out some things that I didn't need to find out, and on top of dealing with these migraines back to back, I don't want to be stuck in the house in my thoughts, so I'd rather just be in church. Yes, I know I probably should stay home, but I'm going to push my way to church today. Yeah, so we'll see if I read when I get home. I would read in the car, but because I've been nauseous and lightheaded, I'm not even going to attempt to read in the car. And so I'm just going to lay here right now, and I have to look downwards, because if I look anywhere like up or straight, it is blurry. So
you good?
As you guys can see, my mom is checking on me like every 5 to 10 minutes. I probably shouldn't even be recording this, which is why I had the camera down. So I'm gonna cut the camera off now, and I'll see you guys either later on tonight or tomorrow. So yeah. Hey guys, so here it's technically supposed to be day 3, the final day, which I think I am gonna try to still make it the final day. But if you hear music, I apologize. My brother is currently programming for Summer Jam. He'll be doing that, so instead of him going to the studio, he's home doing it. And yeah, my throat is really dry, but I have some oatmeal here, And I have some tea. Actually, I have the Irish breakfast tea right here with a little bit of creamer, sugar, and blue agave in it. So I have that, and I'm gonna dive in. And so when I left off, I was on page 86, and so I need to pretty much complete the book today. We'll see if I do complete it today, just because I do have a few things to do. I don't have a headache. I did wake up a little nauseous, so I laid in bed a little bit. I'm feeling pretty good right now, so hopefully, you know, I'm good, because if not, this will be day 8, which will then be insane. But I need to get to page 174, and so I'm going to read off camera, and I'll come back on camera to read chapter 24 and 25. So right now I'm going to do 13 to 23 off camera, and especially since my son is still sleeping. He's here. He's actually on my bed, hence why all the teddy bears and stuff are like there. He's actually going to be sleeping in his bed tonight, but I have laundry here that needs to get done, so I need to sort through the laundry and then move the laundry bag out. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that, but I am going to read all the way to 24. So I'm going to get I want a different color. Okay, so I have a pink tab that I am sticking here at chapter 24, so that I know that is where I need to read to come back on camera, so you guys can kind of see. I'm reading to the pink tab, but the green tab is where I need to end today. And so yeah, I'm gonna read off camera, come back, and you'll see me read, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on the second part of this story. So yeah. Okay guys, so I read up to chapter 25 in Secrets in the Mist by Morgan L. Busse, and so far I'm enjoying it. I'm 174 pages in. Yeah. The world is definitely interesting. We got some things revealed from Theo's grandfather right before he passed away, which is a little crazy. I am real skeptical of the Stags. At first I thought it was his grandfather, but I think his grandfather was protecting him because the other families are into some like real fishy stuff, and so I don't like the Stags whatsoever. I think that's how you say them, the stages Stags. I don't know, it's on the screen, their name. They're real skeptical for me, like real iffy. You know, there something happened with the captain of the Daedalus. I'm saying the name of the airship right. Something happened with him and a few of the other crew members, which kind of like broke my heart, because I actually was enjoying the crew members. Overall, I'm enjoying it. It looks to be maybe a 4-star read. I think at first I said like a 3.5, 3-star, but right now it's looking to be a 4 stars. We finally have it where Theo and Cass have reconnected or re-met up again, pretty much, and now they're working together because Theo has now hired the Daedalus to look for something that his grandfather had told him about. But I realized also that prior to Cass and the crew of Daedalus working for Theo, they ended up working for the Stags to look for something in the same place that Theo is trying to look for something. So I'm curious. All right, I'm really curious. And so far so good. So I'm just gonna chill out right now. I am gonna finish this book today because I don't want to keep this reading vlog too long, and I'm actually enjoying it. I wish it was an audiobook because I would be intrigued to hear how the narrator would narrate the story. But so far so good. I'm actually getting ready to just pop off all these nails. Right now I'm literally just popping them off because I'm over it. And so that is the plan for today. I am literally just popping these suckers off because I'm literally over it, and yeah, so I'm going to continue popping these off as best as I can, or just snapping them off clearly. I made sure that I didn't glue these down as good as I normally do because I didn't want them on too long. So I am literally just trying to pop them off, but I'm gonna do that and enjoy the rest of my day right now. And yeah, so I'll come back to you guys when I get ready to finish up this book tonight. And yeah, I'm gonna go update my Goodreads right now, and I'll chat with you all later. Why are you crying? What you crying for? Let the world know why you crying.
No.
Why you crying? You sad?
Yes.
Why you sad?
I want you to get the doctors.
You don't want me to get the doctors?
I said nauseous.
Oh, you want me to get nauseous? I'm alright now, Bubs, okay? I'm okay. Mommy is alright. I've been laying down and resting, okay? It's not as bad today for me, okay? I'm alright. You calm down? No. You don't want to pray with me again? No. You take a nap with me? Yeah, just take a nap with me. Let's take a nap. Okay, say bye. Hey guys, so it is 8:27. I'm getting ready to pick back up on Secrets in the Mist. So I already have it tabbed to where I need to read to. So when I get to chapter 35, I'll come back on camera. Sorry if you guys hear that. That is my computer making that sound when you mute it. But yeah, I'm gonna read this while watching a movie. My son and I and my brother's girlfriend is getting ready to watch the Wish Dragon that is on Netflix. And I really wanted to watch it because it reminds me of, I can never remember the little red dragon from Mulan, but that's who the Wish Dragon reminds me of. And it sounds really, really cool. It's kind of like Mulan mixed with Aladdin with a large dragon that's pink and K-pop type stuff. So I'm excited for that. You guys can just check it out on Netflix. It's on Netflix. But we're gonna watch that. And the reason why I wanted to watch it with my son is because the main character is a boy, and the dragon is a male dragon, and so I thought that would be cool to watch with him. But yeah, I'm gonna do that and read, and I'll come back to you guys when I get ready to read the last 3 chapters of the book and give you guys my final thoughts. But thus far, I'm sitting at a 4-star completely, and I'm intrigued enough to want to read the sequel when it comes out. So yeah, I'll be back. Y'all, I finished Secrets in the Mist by Morgan L. Busse, and it's either gonna be a 4.5 or 5-star rating. My rating will be on the screen now after I get ready to edit this video. But what did I just read in the last 5 chapters, Morgan? I was not expecting this to go left in a good way. It went left in a really, really good way. All I'm gonna ask Morgan is, where's Bert? Where's Jeremiah? Where's Will? Where's Patterson? And can we kill Lauren? Can we? Okay, so y'all, I just had to get that little tad bit to Morgan if she ever came across this video. I guess that was a conversation for us. But you guys, I absolutely enjoyed this. There weren't a lot of faith aspects. There was faith mentioned, and particularly on page 236 and 235. 236. So basically, Cass and Theo are locked inside. They're not locked, but they're like basically trapped inside of a house. When they get to the location that Theo has hired them to go to, they did the diving. They're there now. They get caught by some turn, so they're running from the turn, and they get stuck in the house. And you know, Theo is talking about, so he basically says that he focuses on what he can do instead of what he can't, and that helps him from succumbing to fear. And he also prays. So she says, you pray to this name here on the screen. I think it's Hilarious. I don't know. I'm probably gonna say that name like 30 different ways by the time this video is over, but it's okay. And he says yes. So she's like, why? I don't see him here. I don't see him driving away the mist or helping those who turn or fixing everything that's broken in this world. I don't think I've seen him at all. And Theo then responds on page 236. He says, you're right, and I've believed that as well, except every time I despair, I catch glimpses of him. Just tiny ones, circumstances too perfectly aligned to be simply luck. These are the threads I hold on to. And I think by far that's one of my favorite conversations and my favorite quote, simply because there are people who in this world who believe that God doesn't exist for the simple fact that he allows so much to happen. But people need to understand that God is with everyone at every time and in every situation. That's number one. Number two, he can easily, with the snap of his fingers or the blink of an eye, make everything perfect, right? But the whole concept is that we live in a world of sin. We were born into sin because of Adam and Eve. And without Jesus, you know, without Jesus, there'd be nothing, pretty much. And, you know, people think that God needs to fix everything, like he's a genie. It's not how it works. And because we make choice, he gives us the choice to obey or disobey. If you obey, great. If you disobey, there are consequences to your choices and your actions. And so we live in a world of our choices and actions, okay? And I like that she was able to weave that in there, Morgan. That was great. And I'm talking to Morgan like we're friends. I apologize. But yeah, the whole story behind the mist and the secrets in the mist, there are so many secrets, okay, in the mist and of the mist, that just blows my mind. Because not only do we find out the creation of the mist and what happened and what went on about that, but we understand and find out that within the mist itself there are some things going on. And it's so mind-blowing. There's a lot of scientific talk, especially when they're talking about the spores of the mist and, you know, doing a lot of like calculations and stuff. It's just really amazing. I think my favorite character is Theo. But Theo reminds me of Theo from Thief of Corinth and Jewel of the Nile by Tessa. Literally, it's like if you took Theo from that book and put him into a YA steampunk novel, there he go. This Theo is so sweet and amazing and adorable, and he's such a gentleman, and I loved him. Cass, however, I liked her, but I wasn't a fan of her personally. She's like a great character, but I still prefer Celine over Cass. That's just me. I love Lady Celine from the Ravenwood Saga, which is my favorite fantasy trilogy from Morgan and Christian fantasy and all. And I think this was great. This was really good. I wasn't expecting. I just want to know, are they gonna make it to the Duskwood? Are they gonna make it there? Are they going to make it? I need to know what happens at the end, because chapter 37 had me confused. Thoroughly confused. Like, it was like she put everything into one chapter to gut you and make you wait around for a whole year to see what happens next. And like, there's no preview of the next book. There's nothing. So y'all know I'm gonna be on it to pre-order the sequel. When I find out pre-orders are on it, I'm pre-ordering ASAP. And you know what, we bless God for Amazon pre-orders. We do. The thing I like about Amazon pre-orders, and I'm saying that because I did pre-order this back in June, I like that Amazon allows you to pre-order and they won't charge you until your book is shipped out, which gives you time to like have your money. Like, again, I said, I pre-ordered this back in June, and I wasn't charged until like the day before it came to me, and this arrived to me August 18th, I think. 18th? Why did I just say August 18th? And it's definitely not the 18th, y'all. I'm a little tired. It arrived August 14th or the 15th to me. So, my dates are all messed up, y'all. I'm tired. It's currently 10:55. So I'm just gonna wrap up this vlog. This was fun. I expected to enjoy it, but not as much as I did towards the end. That y'all saw from the montage, my facial expression just crazy. Overall, this was really fun. I enjoyed the world. I enjoyed the steampunk. Well, no, the steampunk, I thought I was gonna get more of it. We got bits and pieces of the airship, but not a lot. I wanted more talk of the airships, and I expected more of like steampunk aspects with the buildings, but there really wasn't, which is fine. You know, on the back, people talk about the Zeppelins and the Sky Pirates. I don't really know about the Sky Pirates. I haven't seen Sky Pirates yet. Powered action, yes, definitely. Intrigue, yes. Unique setting, yes. Vivid steampunk world. Vivid world, again, not a lot of steampunk for me. I have read a few steampunk novels, so that's why I'm saying not for me personally, because I've read steampunk novels, but this was still great nonetheless. Sky World, I am interested to see what you have to offer, Morgan. Excellent book, and I definitely would recommend this if you're looking for something quick, fun, and easy to read, that has a little bit of faith aspects but still allows you to escape into a different world. This is a great book to pick up, and yeah, I think this is a good follow-up to the Ravenwood Saga, and I'm excited to see what's to come with the rest of this and Theo and Cass, because like I said, that chapter 37, explain it to me. If you read this, explain to me chapter 37, please. Tell me if you expected that to happen, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna end this vlog. I'm actually getting ready to do something I haven't done in forever, you guys. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? I am getting ready to dive back in to my Bible, you guys. I'm gonna dive back in and pick up on Mark chapter 4. And so I'm gonna take it a chapter a day and read. So I have my Bible here, I have my highlighters here, I have my Micron in there, and then I also want to try the Sharpie Gel 0.38 pen as well. So that's what I'm gonna do now. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here because it's almost 11, and at 11 o'clock I want to start my Bible study. And so I'll see you guys in the next reading vlog. Bye.